Okay, this is gonna be a really quick video about current events. As most of the internet knows, a very well-known woman was cheated on recently, and it's taken the internet by storm, I would say. It's very unexpected because she's someone who carries herself with a lot of grace and tells you to stay away from men who would ever do this to you. So it's been devastating for her fans, her fan base, and I'm sure her, and especially probably humiliating. But on the same note, she's always been a very independent woman, very boss woman, a very take care of yourself kind of woman. So in some ways, not too embarrassing for her. If I were to if my opinion even matters, like it really doesn't. I'm just This is parasocial relation. No, I don't really give a shit. I cannot say parasocial. I don't care. But um, it's something that is happening. I'm aware of, and I'm only speaking on this because I want to talk about a larger topic that kind of relates to this. It's been on my mind a lot recently because personally, I have like I have been in the space of law of attraction slash law of assumption um rhetoric, and I'm very well versed. I know about all the methods, blah 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 blah. I um I'm well aware of that sphere, and I have been aware of it for past 5 years and maybe even longer, because I remember I was 16 years old when, or maybe 15, when my dad gave me The Secret. And I'm not gonna lie, genuinely, some things that I have taken, there are some positive things I've taken from being in the sphere of all that, because it's given me more power in my life to not feel like a victim. And that's about it. And I think that's what a lot of people should take from it and and run as fast as you could, because I see a lot I turned on my camera today because I was on TikTok, and it was a video of Wizard Liz, and I would include a screenshot here. But this it's very crazy for someone to ever say that someone manifested being cheated on because she called her husband, her current husband. Let's first off, there's a logical fallacy there. I think that's the word. I will go Google that so I'm not being wrong. I am in fact using that right. There is a logical fallacy there because over the past week or two, there have been countless, thousands and thousands and thousands of videos of people being like, oh, my current boyfriend, oh, my current husband. With that logic, everybody who ever said that will break up, or something devastating is going to happen to their relationship, which is kind of stupid, to ever think about. And let's also bring up the fact that a lot of things end up in splitting. Like the divorce rate is 50% for a reason. So to ever say, oh, someone is the reason for their partner cheating on them because they use the word current husband, and you may think that I am being exaggerative by bringing this up, but this is a point that I've seen a lot of people online start make a point to say, oh, she assumed this, she attracted this, because she had posted a story saying that um her intuition was telling her that something was off. People are like, oh, that wasn't your intuition, your self-concept is just wrong and off, and you need to work on your self-concept, blah 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 blah. what world do we live in? Are we living in the same reality? Men are trifling. Period. Period. Like, there's nothing else. Men are trifling beings. And you know what? If we want to be gender inclusive, people are trifling beings. Like, people are trifling beings, period. So, to ever say that, like, you brought something upon yourself that someone did to you is victim blaming. And personally, I'm not like, I am a kind of person who's like empowered like you shouldn't stay in victimhood, but like when you start talking to somebody who something has happened to as if they caused what happened to them, like there are times where, like, yes, the way you think, the way you go about your own life, the way you portray yourself as a person will cause certain things to happen to you. Like, for example, if you're the kind of person that's like, oh my god, people always leave me, and because of that, anytime you get into a relationship, whether platonic, romantic, whatever, you cling so hard, you're so anxious, you do not give space, whatever, whatever, and then you drive the other person away, that could create like a kind of loop where, like, yes, your own thoughts create your reality. But that is not always the case. Not always the case. Sometimes people are just fucking trifling. Just stop swearing. Just stop swearing while I make these videos. But it's just the truth of the matter. Um, I bring this up because this whole law of attraction, law of assumption, because she is very much in that space. A lot of her followers are in that kind of space. I think she's like an intersection of like the girl boss and like the law of attraction girly is like right in the center there. Like, you create your own life, your thoughts create like whatever, blah 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 blah. And this is all coming from someone who, like, I believe to be that I am like a, like, I don't know. I don't I wouldn't this is not coming from a place of hate at all. This is coming from a place of love, if anything. Um, Someone who has spent a good chunk of maybe the last year of my life wishing for things to be different, and then like finally getting to a place of acceptance and realizing my life is just, it's not even that shit to begin with. Like, I'm pretty lucky to be where I'm at today. I'm just greedy. Is like what it is, and like that may not be the case. Like, I get that like other people may be in dire situations, but I think law of attraction, law of assumption is just a pipeline that could teach you valuable lessons. But the longer you stay in the mindset of you create your world, you create your reality, your thoughts create your reality. If I just thought this way repeatedly, then I'll get the things I want. Everything will happen the way I want it to. It's, it's no longer conducive, it's no longer useful. And honestly, if you have gotten to a point where you believe that everybody is you pushed out and all your thoughts manifest everything in the world, you should genuinely probably think about the possibility of having schizophrenia. That's pretty much it, really. um it's dangerous to believe that you are a god and that you create the world. Like, let's be so for real. Like, humans are actually so insane. Like, we are so smart, but we are also like that. The intelligence also kind of backfires a little because I think because of our intelligence, we think we are like the what's the word, like the be all say all of things, and whatever we think goes, because we have created, like, we have advanced so much and created so much. I get why. And to a certain extent we could believe whatever we want to believe. Like, there has been time and periods where like people were believing the stupidest craziest shit, and we look back and like, oh my god, how did they believe that? And we always think we are above believing crazy stuff. And the truth of the matter is, when we live in a society that is in the state that it currently is, we look towards anything and everything to like give us salvation. And the law of attraction, law of assumption is just not it. It is just not it. And nobody is probably ever going to see this video, but for the sake, the chance that there's one person out there who would, and is like deep in the trenches of losses, law of assumption and law of attraction, I believe your life could get better. But it's not gonna get better because you're a god and your thoughts manifest. It will get better just because life gets better, and life gets shittier too. Like, let's be for real. Like, life has its ebb and flows, and that's like just what makes life life. And trying to like resist the bad from happening, I think just keeps you in a constant state of bracing and a constant state of anxiety and waiting for like trying to stop the bad thing from happening, and just like prolonging the feeling of that bad thing from happening, that you lose it all, you go crazy. And I think we should all be like the fool from tarot card, and like live la di da. Like, you're about to jump off a cliff, but like, you know what? Maybe the perspective is something different. Like, maybe it's not even that it's not a cliff, and there's a rock right there, or even a trampoline. Like, I don't know. Life is what you make of it, but please don't make of it like, I don't know. I guess you could do whatever you want, really. You could. People have made whole religions like thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago that people still follow, because crazy people were like, "Hey, so this is how the world was created." People were like, "Yeah, yeah, that is exactly what the law of attraction is doing to you." And you know what? Maybe there's also probably an interlap with the same people who believe that, like, whatever, go crazy. I think that there is something to believe in this world, but it is not anything that like masses are like have a name for it. I think the thing that we should be following does not follow logic, intelligence, and like, which is kind of contradictory to everything I've said in this video. But I think if you could name it this thing, then it's not it. This thing exist like way beyond our comprehension, that like there are no words for it. And if you have a word for it, whether it be God, love, assumption, the universe, I mean, the universe does, like, all these things do exist. Like, I believe God exists for some people, I believe whatever, but I don't think it's the absolute. But that's just me getting philosophical on the main. Um, I should just keep my thoughts to myself for now. Yeah, I might not edit this video because I'm so lazy, and I really don't want to edit it. I'm so lazy. And also, I'm trying to bring back whatever style of YouTube YouTube was 10, 15 years ago, Also, because I just really don't care. This is my personal diary, and I could do whatever I want. So I'm not going to edit this video. Peace out. Check my nails. They're actually really aggy. I mean, that's not the word that I meant to say, but you know what? It works. It's very late. It is. It's late to me. It's only 9:52, but it's past my bedtime. Anyways, after this, I'm gonna go play Fortnite online with my friends. Cause what else is an unemployed girl to do? Yeah.